I know it's a little bit difficult right now, nowadays, with all this interpromotion stuff going on. You have AEW talent going here, Impact going there, NJPW going there. It's hard to know what is going where and what each organization is getting out of it. So I made a handy-dandy list here for the current statuses of wrestlers in each individual organization. And who's getting the better deal and stuff like that. You can see the whole thing on your page over here, but that's neither here nor there. So currently, right now, this all started with AEW, by the way, so let's give them credit for opening the door in the first place. I believe the first open door they had was with, not the Good Brothers, it was, it was with Don Callis. Don Callis was Impact talent, 100%, and he was on AEW commentary. And then the whole thing with Kenny Omega being on Impact, and that's when the whole floodgates started to open up. So that was the crack that started right about there. You want to say Thunder Rosa, you want to say Serena Deeb, that was on before Don Callis? Unfortunately, NWA got nothing in return, so it wasn't really a talent exchange. It was just NWA people being on their show, with no real thing going back and forth. We know the real ramifications of this whole thing about whatever it is now, 9 months later? We know the real ramifications of this whole thing. Why is only one group of people from Impact on AEW and no one else? No Josh Alexander, no Rich Swann, no Moose, no Sami Callihan. No one showed up on Dynamite. Only Good Brothers are allowed on Dynamite. And the only reason that can be is because it's an exchange. It's not like they're letting more talent be on the show. It's only, set of talent for one talent's trades, essentially. It could be 2 for 1, 3 for 1, 1 for 1. It could be anything. But it's trades. It's not like, you're going to get Good Brothers, and then all of a sudden, and then Impact gets Kenny Omega, and then 6 months later on, they're going to get Andrade or whatever. It's not going to happen that way. There's a set amount of people that go within a certain amount of time. So here's how it went so far. I already told you about the Good Brothers and Omega on Impact. So far on Impact there was the Hardy brand, Matt Hardy and what's the Private Party on the show. We all know what happened with Sammy Guevara. So I guess it was AEW trying to get more people on the show because Impact only got one person for their 2. So I guess they're trying to make up and do goods and have more people on the show there, but it didn't really work out so well. So yeah. And NWA got Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb. And NWA had no AEW talent on their show at all. Thunder Rosa is now, as of last week, is officially signed with AEW after being on Dark forever. She was constantly on Dark. Whenever they want to use her on main TV, she was there. I mean, she was always being used by AEW. It was only a matter of time until they signed Thunder Rosa. Impact got FinJuice, Jay White, and Kojima. And NJPW got the talents of Josh Alexander and Chris Bay. Chris Bay was in the Super X Cup, and Josh Alexander was on NJPW's Strong Style. So they got a few Impact's talents on their stuff there. Currently, Impact is getting the better deal here because they only give it out twice. It doesn't mean that they're not going to be on the future. It just means that for now, that's what Impact has been giving NJPW at their request. I don't think NJPW wants Sami Callihan on the show, or Moose on the show, or Rich Swann on the show, or Willie Mack on the show. You know what I mean? Anyway, AEW, they currently just got Nick Gage. I just saw this past weekend. It looks like GCW got Penelope Ford on the show. Very good match she had against Kitty Cat, I think her name is. And so I don't know what the deal was there. AEW is GCW's top talents, number one top draw by a landslide, and GCW gets a barely used female in exchange for giving their top guy. That's not a really good trade. GCW got Impact's Matt Cardona. He's the longest signed currently, the longest used. So I'm definitely saying Cardona is in Impact's contract status portfolio, and Impact gets I don't know, like, who does Impact want from GCW for allowing Matt Cardona to be on the show? That would make sense. I mean, like, Sami Callihan's a hardcore kind of wrestler. Tommy Dreamer would be a good one. So either like Jimmy Lloyd or that Parker guy who's the current double champion. They're good fits for the show. Slack is a good name from GCW, but I don't think a lot of people know who he is if he showed up at the door. So we'll see. So that's the current talent exchanges for GCW, AEW, Impact, and it's so much. I'm so sorry. That's it for now. Clack off.